country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. This has an old school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention. But this guy's so good, he is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. It's reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will have its first possession of the game. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
Yeah, and I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They go to the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Going up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quick strike complete. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. They want to get this defense on its heels. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Washington. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on second down. Back to the air one more time. And the pass is picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Fakes his man out. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the Vols get enough for the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pulls it in. It's Harrison. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Red Raiders will hustle for the line. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Makes the catch. It's Washington. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The RPO, it's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On second down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to scramble. He's going to fire to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He looks that one in nicely. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
And the Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he breaks into the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Going to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing the play.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Pocket starts to collapse. With the catch, it's Johnson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Works the middle. And the Red Raiders pick up the first down. Offense lining up quickly. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. And wings it incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
The timing has to be so good. You're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to throw here on second down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Offense gets set for second down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Firing to the right, complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Vols will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The give from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner will be knocked down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Slips a tackle. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
A little release to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. And the Red Raiders get enough to move the chains. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Working that left side now.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a man. With the catch, it's Johnson. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff from the gun. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Sweet feet on the move. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Washington. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Got the back over the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Washington.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. On first down from the 13-yard line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense set on first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to try to get it himself. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's right on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Vols are marching down the field. Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TF down.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Tripped up for the tackle.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are.
And they got him for the sack.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Full situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're bringing heat. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment.
Can anyone catch him? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Fires to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. Ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Fires to the big fella.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Now the offense has it 1st and 10 from its own 11. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. All business today for this ball club.